Welcome to Live in the Markets with Trader Nick. In this show, Nick will cover the latest market trends, whether they're rising or falling. Stick around to hear about trade ideas, latest news, and much more. Remember that trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. Today's stream is made possible by our partners and sponsors. If you're looking for a new broker, trying to get funded, or looking for a trading community to join, consider checking out the links in the description below. By using these links, you'll get access to great products and be supporting the channel.
Welcome to my live streams where I take trades on real accounts, no nonsense, no fake MT4 profits. On my streams, you'll usually see me taking a look at software tools that we use to analyze the markets to try and get the latest market trends that are going on. We study things like the Commitment of Traders report, which shows us what institutional traders are buying and what they're selling. We look at seasonality to try and predict and find opportunities in the market based on historical data. Stay tuned for the second half of the stream where we'll bring in guests from all over the place to add commentary on what's going on in the markets. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm happy you're here. You seem to be happy that you're here. And today we've got a couple of announcements, some important stuff to do, some charts to look at, and a little bit of a reaction to what just happened with the markets. So we've got a full plate today. Let me start out by showing you guys something very, very, very important. My team doesn't even know this is coming. This is awesome. Take a look at this brand new trading setup that I just got set up. Check this out, guys. My new trading setup right there. What do you guys think? Got the chair off Amazon. Got the bucket. The bucket's for the leak I got in my basement here. The bucket actually fills up 14 times a day. Like it's just pouring in there. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm just messing with you. But if you do have Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I just got started over here, posting out very, very important, crucial updates like my new trading setup, which is gorgeous. I mean, can you guys do me a favor in the chat? Rate my trading setup out of 10. What do you think? 1 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Let me know what you think about my new trading dungeon. Jay, that's a good one. What do you guys give me a rating? Come on. 10 out of 10, right? 10 out of 10. The bucket fills up. You can't go wrong with that. That's like free water. By the way, follow me on Twitter if you don't already. We're killing it over there. And by killing it, I mean, you know, we're trying to get things put together, trying to get the following going on over there. I just dropped a link in the chat. If you guys want to follow me there, it would be much appreciated. Okay, good. This is exactly what I would have expected, guys. 10 out of 10. Ben, thank you. That's a reasonable 19. Yep, 19 out of 10. 20 out of 10. Yep. Only acceptable. Thank you guys for tuning in to another live stream, and good morning to you. Good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Let's take a quick look at a recap of this morning with PPI numbers coming out better than expected, causing the dollar to shoot up to the upside. And let's see what's going on. We're going to refresh the data on the heat map and take a quick look around the room here. So taking a look at the US dollar pairs, the biggest winner today is the USD CAD up 0.43%, with the biggest loser, interestingly enough, also a dollar cross, the dollar yen. And we'll talk about these things as we get going. Major indices, give this some time to update. We still have some delays on some of the indices. Again, they usually start updating once the markets open, which they just did here 3 minutes ago. So might have to come back to the indices. Taking a look at the euro pairs, though. Euro pairs mostly down here this morning. Euro yen big down day, 0.5% up day only for the euro CAD. So it tells me that the CAD is looking quite weak today. Makes sense, right? Because the dollar CAD being up tremendously. It seems like the Canadian dollar is having a bit of a rough morning. Needs some coffee over there or something. Taking a look at GBP CAD. GBP CAD, the biggest of the GBP pairs, up 0.66%, with euro pound giving away almost 0.5% at 0.4%. Okay, so here's your JPY pairs. CAD, JPY, down tremendously. And what this does, guys, this little episode or this part of the show here will allow you to see just a glimpse at everything that's moving. It's a nice way to just quickly see the biggest moving pairs. If you're a day trader, right? If you're a day trader and you want momentum, go take a look at CAD yen today, right? We can very quickly see just by jumping over to the chart that CAD JPY is moving here this morning. Here's a 15-minute chart. We've got some volatility, right? And so day traders, they love the volatility. They want some action. Go take a look at CAD yen. Another one, of course, is it seems like the CAD crosses are the movers today. A lot of times traders will say, oh, I only trade one cross. And that's cool. It's cool if that's working for you. But what I tend to like to do is I like to trade where the money's moving. And so when I look at like dollar CAD here today, which is moving up or was, right, you can kind of see the thought process. We like to look for momentum. We like big movers because those movers allow us as intraday or swing traders to catch some pips, right? The market has to move for you to make some money. So that's typically where we're going to talk about stuff. Speaking of dollar CAD, that was a big one for us that we talked about last stream. Mike says, what's your Twitter? Trader Nick FX. There's only one account that I use on Twitter. I literally have one, so please don't fall for any scammers. They seem to follow all the anybody who has like even a small following on Twitter like myself. There's spammers and scammers of people faking your account. So only at Trader Nick FX on Twitter. Go give me a follow. I'd appreciate it a lot. And you can keep up with some of my very important updates, like my brand new trading setup, which is a joke in case you just joined the stream. In case you missed it, you got to go to my Twitter. If you're just joining the stream right now, do yourself a favor. If you want to laugh this morning, head over to Trader Nick FX on Twitter. Look at my latest post. So comment real quick, guys. What would you like me to take a look at today? Let me know. Spam it in the chat. We had some requests for pound USD, some USD JPY request, gold making a move. And gold, by the way, you guys, gold is in fact flying here this morning. Here's an hourly view of the gold market giving back some gains here during the PPI news announcement and then rocketing back. Gold looking pretty resilient here this morning. And when we look at gold, let's do a little top-down analysis on gold. Probably a good way to start out the stream for my gold trading friends. We're looking healthy here. I think gold, momentum-wise, looks really, really quite good. And you do your top-down analysis kind of thing. Yes, you are tagging resistance, and this is going to be the first criticism of the bears are going to say, Nick, don't you touch that thing on the long side. It is going to come down after it rejects off this resistance at 1800. And to their credit, we've really struggled to get past that 1800 mark for the bulls. Longer term, though, let's talk about some things on why I'm more bullish than I am bearish on gold right now. Big key thing here for you. Bear with me as I pull up my pen so I can draw pretty pictures for you guys. Okay, so we broke out big time on the daily chart. Like this downtrend, this indestructible, never-ending downtrend on gold, it ended. Funny how that works. Markets seem so unbelievably, biased. Like this was so bearish, and then now we very quickly have pivoted, shown some signs of bullishness here. And my view is looking for those long side setups. Some of you guys, right, might remember what we discussed yesterday for gold. We discussed a couple things. So we looked at our daily chart, and yes, you have daily chart resistance. But one thing I want you guys to notice is when we zoom in here a little bit, we've actually also seen, here's a low, right? We shot up, nice run to the upside, pulled back, higher low, shot again, tagged resistance, and rejected. But here come the bulls, resilient enough to put in another higher low, and now flirting with the idea of breaking through the highs. If we can break through the highs, I think gold has plenty of room to expand higher, right? And, the idea, the thought process here for that is how do you catch that move? Well, if you were with us yesterday, then we talked about the move that already happened. Of course, I don't like to speak in hindsight, so I will give you some forward-thinking ideas. I don't know if you guys notice this, but so many creators, they'll only ever speak in hindsight. They'll say, oh, I took this trade over here and I closed it out here. And it's like, well, what's your next idea? Because, as traders, just like being a salesman, you're only as good as your next sale, right? As a trader, you're only as good as your next trade. If you're always just looking in hindsight and talking about how great you did yesterday, how are you going to make money tomorrow or today? So for me, my next trade idea, I am currently long on gold, by the way. I have a position open and no cap streams. We should call that. That should be the nickname of these streams. I'll show you guys my gold trade. Going to GLD. Let me log in. We're up 230 bucks. I mean, it's not like it's a lot, but it's something. We are long gold and still doing quite well with it. As we try and flirt past this high, this is what I'm looking for in terms of continuation plays. Can we get the break? And if so, if we close outside of that, solid chance I'd be willing to add to a gold position on the retest. Okay. So what does that look like? Well, let's get more specific. Let's get more specific with it. No cap, Nick. You know why they would also call me that? Because I always look so stupid with a baseball cap on. I've always wanted to be able to do like the backwards hat look. Can't pull it off. So that's why they call me No Cap Nick. I'm kidding, but that is actually kind of facts about me. I wish it was not the case. But what I'd like to talk about here with gold is this idea of like, okay, well, if you caught the move, great. If you're waiting for the move or you're waiting for the next idea, for me, the next idea is just go with the flow here, moving up, wait for that break, retest, and then I'm looking for more, right? Stops in this case probably go in the middle of this consolidation zone. And you might be able to tighten it up a little bit more on like the hourly, right? If I look at the hourly chart, this is where you come in on this is why we do multiple time frame analysis, right? Because now what we could do is like, let's say we get the break and we get the retest on this trade, right? We get a big, strong push outside of resistance and say, okay, where's that retest? That retest comes in. Now what? Now what is the question? What are you going to do with this once you decide, okay, like let's say you take a buy trade. Well, this is where using multiple time frame, I can identify, okay, we had several higher lows intraday on this hourly chart. I probably want to jump out of that trade and I can tighten up my stop loss. What we just did here, you guys, is we just tightened our risk to reward idea on this trade tremendously. We just sliced off a lot of extra fat that we didn't need on the stop loss, right? So that's my thought process, is waiting here, pending. Can we break? Can we retest? If so, it's a trade idea. I like that. What do you guys think? You guys agree with that? Do you disagree with that? Type it in the chat. Yes or no, agree or disagree. Yes for you do agree. No for I don't agree with you, Nick. You're an idiot. Whatever you'd like to say in the chat, just say it. Just say it. Let me have it. Okay, so I'll talk about another trade that I'm in. A little bit of a disappointment here this morning with the S&P. I was long. I was looking real good. Still looking fine. Trade scenario still intact. You guys know if you're a daily, makes sense for okay, good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for some feedback. Appreciate you on that one. Let me do one more question to you guys. If you're a regular, like you tune into streams at least a couple times a week, type me in the chat. Let me know, do we have some regulars in the audience today? Type me in the chat if you're somebody who tunes in on the regular. Just a quick reminder, we do this 9:30 a.m. US Eastern every day. We started 15 minutes ago, Monday through Friday. We're live talking about setups, and I'll show you guys trades that I'm in. Like I said, no cap, no MT4, no manipulation, no fake stuff, real trading, real stuff. If you're down for that, but I'm generally quiet. Well, thank you for tuning in. And you know, even if you're a ghost on my channel, if you can just watch me and you're like, I never say anything, type me in the chat. Just let me see it. I want to personally thank you. I can't say all of your names, but you guys are the best. I really do appreciate just having such an awesome audience. And I really mean that. You guys, I get so much, like, I don't get like fan mail in the mail, but like comments and emails and DMs on Instagram. I get so much positive feedback, and I really appreciate it. Like, it makes my job so much easier to show up and do this every day, because everybody is just like, I'm improving on this. I'm working on this. I'm struggling with this. And then I hear it and I respond as much as I can. But you guys know who you are. I really do appreciate you tuning in. All right, let me talk about my S&P trade. Let's see. Are we surviving the S&P move here today? Let's go VOO. This is the trade that I'm in. VOO just tracks the S&P 500. Same thing. I'm up $147. We were up a lot more here this morning, but have given back a little bit. So here's your. So what I'm doing is I'm trading the S&P 500 and gold on my Webull account, because in the US we can't trade CFDs. I don't have access to US 30 or SPX 500 on my Forex account because just due to US regulations, we can't do that. We have to trade stuff on the stock market or the futures market. So I just elect to do it in my stock market account. I have VOO open. I'm up $190 on this. So this and gold, I'm up $400 or $500 for the day so far. That is assuming we don't see this thing, drop through the floor. My thought process with the S&P 500 is we are still intact unless we break through support. If we break through support, stops get hit, I'm out of the trade. Okay. That's my update on the S&P. If we rally past the highs and we start running into a nice Friday close, this is my line in the sand. I took a loss earlier this week on S&P. I tried to buy it. On this retest, and the market smacked me silly. Took my stop loss and just rammed it, just nailed my stop loss. So then I entered again. I had another entry lined up, picked it up, put a stop loss below. I talked about this yesterday, but my stop loss is still below, have not moved it. For those of you who are on the Discord, we shared that already. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, we do have a free Discord available. Smack this link in the chat real quick. We're going to have, my team's going to drop it if you guys don't mind. Thank you. They're going to drop a link for you in the chat to join the free Discord. We have a free Discord and a premium or VIP Discord. In the premium Discord, I share all of my trade alerts, but in the free version, we also have trade ideas being shared each day, free PDFs for you to build a trading plan, to sharpen your entries and exits. If you're a struggling trader and you like my style, you like my content, and you want to learn more from my team, please click this link. It is 100% free. No cap. You just fill out that form. That form is just a way for us to make sure that spammers don't join the Discord like crazy. We've had that on the past streams where we just drop the Discord link and then it's like bots just start attacking our channel. So click this link, fill that out, and you'll get an invite to the Discord. What's up, Cecil? Peace to you, my friend. Yeah, join it. Join it if you're not already in there. But I'm still in my S&P trade, so it's still just floating around break even. We're probably up a little bit now with this nice push that we're seeing at the start of the New York session. But I'll trail stops if we can get a move above the highs. I'll trail stops if we can start getting a push beyond this high, and if we can start putting in some higher highs. Right? If I look left, we have some resistance. This is where I think price probably goes with the S&P 500 if I'm right about this area. We go up to 4,000, 4,010. If we can break through that, stops are going to come up and I'm going to lock in some profit on this trade, or at least take my risk off, maybe even just break even. But first, we need to see reaction off this area on the bullish side. 4-hour chart, like I said, still looks healthy to me. I will be out of the trade if it breaks to the lows. So there you go. Yeah. Francis asks if I use market orders. Yeah, I usually use market orders. Just personal preference. I like to see it open up the trade right as I'm sitting there and paying attention to it for my discretionary trading. For non-discretionary trading, I do some automated robotic trading. That's a little different. Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick, I'm going to show you guys this really quick. We have something cool to show you. This is a little gadget that my team and I have been working on. And watch this. Watch this. Check this out. Let's get it plugged in. Here comes the hype. Get ready. Hold on. Trying to get it plugged in. It's like a USB behind my desk. I'm trying to get it. Where the heck is this USB? Hold on. Okay, there it is. Ready, guys? Here we go. Sorry about that. Here it goes. Cool little feature. Give me 1 second and I'll show you guys. It does some like thing where it like calibrates your IP. So I don't want to get that on the camera, but check this out, guys. So this little thing is our brand new thing called the stock box. Okay. We just got this thing. We found a developer and we've partnered with somebody to make these things for traders to have on their desk. And we just bought one. We have it customized. So it's going to be an A1 trading product. Okay. This is actually coming out. It's our first physical product that we've ever put together. We built software tools for traders. We have communities and that sort of thing. We've had a lot of people already ask about this tool, this little gadget. It just sits on your desk and it quotes prices for you. And we're going to give one away. This is not even available yet, but we wanted to sort of just give one away and see if there was interest from the community. This is coming out soon. I think it's a great gift for anybody that's a trader, whether you want to buy it for yourself, whether you want to buy it for a friend or buy it for your mom who's an aspiring day trader, right? So if you want this, if you want to enter our free giveaway, we're going to do a free giveaway right now. James or Chandler, if one of you guys don't mind, we're going to drop a link in the chat right now. And if you want this tool, we're going to give one away for free. We'll ship it to you. These are handmade. They're 3D printed and they're awesome. Like I bought this thing. So what happened? Here's a story. We're going to drop the link. And as we drop this link, we are going to fill out this form. Once the link comes out, you fill this out. One of you guys is going to get it for free. And then we'll open up sales for this. Probably my goal is to get it out next week. If I can get these things, if I can start offering this out for traders who want it next week, that would be awesome. I love this thing. So here's a little bit of a story before we return to taking a look at charts. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, we bought this thing from a developer. And it came into our office and we loved it so much that we reached out to them and said, hey, can we partner with you and bring this to our audience? And they said, yes. And so they've set up an A1 trading version that's going to come out. You can hook up, I think once we have it finalized, you'll be able to do currency pairs, gold, indices. It sits on your desk. It's the coolest little trinket ever. Yes, this is kind of an ad, but honestly, I'm loving this little product so much. And the fact that it's now going to be available to our audience on an A1 trading product, so cool. Do you ship to Australia? I think we can make it possible. And we will, again, we're going to give away a free version. Let's drop that giveaway link one more time in case you would like, fill this out. We're going to give away one free stock box, and product sales for this, if you want it for your desk, will come out probably next week. Okay. They are handmade. They're an awesome little trinket. And A1 Trading is going to have that up. You can show up to 5 charts that will rotate automatically and show real-time price. So you can see little prices. This is UUP, this is $1, right? So as this thing changes, you'll see it change in just a second. It'll pull up your next chart. There's the SPY, the S&P 500, shows you the price quotes for the day. And it adds like a little LED style light to your room. And I just adore it. So that's why we partnered. I loved it so much that I was like, I want it to be an A1 trading product. What can we do? And the guy was like, let's do it. So yeah. Why do you want my phone number? What happens if we miss out on your delivery? We need to call somebody. Yeah. So enter the giveaway. We'll give away one. And yeah. All right, guys. So S&P 500, let's go back to do some charts. We'll talk more about the stock box, I'm sure, later. But yeah, we're going to give one away and we'll open it up for people who actually want to purchase it. Next week. It'll be an A1 trading branded product. You can, if you love the streams, you can buy it for a friend. If you know somebody who loves the streams or my content or A1 trading content, buy it for them, put it on their desk and plug it in. It'll show up the A1 trading logo. It'll be so cool. And if you send me a video, if you buy the stock box and you send me or send anybody on our team a video of it sitting on your desk, we will love you forever. Okay. So let's see. What else can we get into? We talked a little bit about gold. Some people had requested dollar yen. So here's the thing about dollar yen. We saw a little bit of a rally here this morning on the PPI numbers, but you have to be cautious because here's the thing, right? PPI numbers did pop the dollar yen a little bit to the upside, but we're still in a strong downtrend. And we respected this level of resistance very, very quickly. We saw price come up to that area, boop, 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 came right back down. So I wouldn't get, in my opinion, too hopeful about the dollar yen at this time. You can see clear rejection as we try and rally once more here this morning. Again, we'll see if something changes, but bias here is to the downside for me until further notice. That's pretty much all I'll say on the dollar yen. I don't actually have an interest in shorting it myself. If I look at the edge finder, we can go to our watch list for the day, see if there's anything here and make a decision. Is Garrett on the stream here right now? Garrett just sent me a text. Nick is very innovative. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I did not make this. You think I'm not that good? But man, like the developer, he's just like a genius. Like I spoke with him on the phone. He was like, "Oh yeah, I made it. It was just a little project for me." And I was like, "Just a little project? That would take me a year to make." I don't know how. So, anyways, back to the watch list here for you. Okay. Garrett's not on the stream. I thought he was. So let's see. USD, JPY. We just looked at dollar yen. That was the one we were just looking at. Dollar yen. I want to go back and take a look at the watch list here. So NZD pairs still on top and on bottom for that matter. Sells and buys. What we've done on the watch list, we added this filter. I've been talking about this recently. You can filter out the neutrals. To me, that's been really helpful because then it's like, okay, I only have a certain number of charts to look at here this morning. US 30 still bullish. We take a look at things like USD CAD. We talked about dollar CAD briefly here this morning, but let's go look at it. So USD CAD considered a buy here this morning. If you caught the pullback this on this bar, then you're probably looking good. But so far, we've already seen a massive response on dollar CAD. This is one that we are bullish on. I'm not in this trade. I wish I was. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Hindsight bias 2020. I would have bought it right here. No, I actually just wasn't looking at it. This though does look like a great, beautiful setup, right? Big push to the upside. Price pulled back to 38.2. Resistance became support. Bam. Beautiful. So if you're in that trade, then congrats. If you're not in that trade, I talked about this yesterday. Same concept as yesterday. Maybe the retest would be hopeful for us, but the move has already sort of begun, it seems like. Let's keep going. We'll take a look at some other crosses. Euro NZD. I know that my friends over at elitetraders.io on Instagram, they're short Euro NZD right now. They use the edge finder, which is the coolest thing in my entire life. I have nothing cooler going on in my entire life than when other traders use the edge finder. I'm just kidding. But it's a pretty close one for me. I'm not going to lie. My wife would kill me if she heard me say that. So my wife is the coolest thing in my entire life. The second coolest thing is the edge finder and people using it and becoming better traders because of it or because of the streams and content. That's second coolest thing. Euro NZD, they caught the sell, which is beautiful. Price rallied up here, found resistance and shot through the lows. This thing looks like it's probably headed back down. If you do get a retest, this might be an intraday idea. Let's zoom in here. 1 hour chart. So tighten up our resistance here a little bit. There we go. Retest opportunity, possibly, right? So you had this big break to the downside, really clean. Look at this nasty price shot all the way back up. Rejected instantly. That's crazy. So Euro NZD, 50% retracement might be, if it does retest that area again, it looks like it might have already done so though, and it might be headed back down. Ali says, how can I chat privately with you? I don't really DM people one-on-one. If you have any questions, you can contact our support team. Nick, you'll be on your own for a moment. Okay, no problem. Check us out, hps.a1trading.com/contact. I'm going to put a link in the chat for you. If you ever have questions or you want to chat with somebody from my team, I don't really DM. I just have a staff that's very qualified. Any questions that you have for me, they can answer, whether it be trading questions or product questions or any questions. No personal questions, but anything else, yeah. Just send a message to our team. Click this link, a1trading.com/contact, and you can chat there. Yeah. I always feel like I'm such a snob when I say like, oh yeah, I don't DM, I'm too busy. But it is the truth. I do have a lot of things going on, and I have a really, really qualified team that helps me with stuff. So, anyways, GBP USD, another good question, or another good one to probably take a look at here today. Look at this. Pound dollar sank back down, instantly shot through the moon. Really crazy. That's a big candle. And this was the PPI news. A new hour just started, and we just had this big spike. What just happened there? Did the dollar just drop? Do we have news going on right now? Hold on. Fire. Forexfactory.com. Consumer sentiment. Okay, we do have something coming out here. Let's see what happens with the dollar. Better than expected. Not too much volatility on that one. Yeah, we're not seeing too much of a response to that. Euro USD just spiked and then dropped instantly. Very interesting. Pound USD. Yeah, so like I said, I think from a structure standpoint, from like just a 4-hour chart, we've been very bullish. I think there's a good solid chance we probably want to retest the highs as we discussed yesterday. We were able to break through this level. That was nice. Struggling to really close outside of it, but I think we're probably headed back to the previous high. And what I talked about with the pound dollar bulls is, your next move in my view for the pound, if it's going to be strong, if it wants to continue to trend, breaks, retests, over and over what we talk about on the stream. It's a really simple concept, but it just happens so often in markets and can be such a good strategic approach. GJ, what's going on with pound yen here this morning? Pound yen. Look at this thing on a daily chart really quick. Pound yen looks like it's trying to break out. So here's your daily chart on the pound yen. Kind of went into consolidation. I wouldn't say it's necessarily bullish or bearish right now, just because off the daily chart, you can kind of see we're just in a range. And what I mean by that is like, okay, we came down into this area, sold off, and formed a low. We came up, failed to form a higher high. So we just went sideways again. But then we failed to make a lower low. So this is just looking sideways, right? So good chance we could retest this area, just going along with the choppiness. The question will be, can we actually break out and see something like that? So off the daily chart, that's really, for me, it's probably, now that's the daily chart. On the daily chart, that's probably the only scenario that I'm interested in. Let's see if there's anything lower time frame. Lower time frame, like maybe 1-hour chart. Look at this. So 1-hour chart, we have consolidation again, right? Choppiness back and forth. And we're trying to break out of this high. So in regards to this, there might be an opportunity on the lower time frame, right? So something like this, break, retest, and you think we're probably going to head back to retest that. That's what my anticipation would be price wants to go back and retest the top of that daily consolidation. So as you break out of here, depending on your style, for me, this would probably be break, retest, follow through. I don't love pound yen myself because it doesn't have like a fundamental catalyst for me right now. And that's what I use the edge finder for. So if there's something comparable with NZD JPY, which there is, this more interesting to me. So NZD-JPY looking bullish here, breaking through consolidation highs, closing outside. This is an hourly chart. We have confirmation from the edge finder. So what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to scroll down to NZD-JPY. And the edge finder, it basically what it does is it lets us look at, thank you guys, welcome back. This thing looks at a bunch of fundamental factors, as well as some sentiment analysis, studying what smart money is doing, etc., and punches out a bias. So NZD-JPY not only technically looks bullish, it actually fundamentally also does too. So let's go down the list really quick. COT data, smart money is increasing their position on the long side with NZD pairs. Retail sentiment, the crowd is very short on this cross. And we know if the cross is getting shorted by retail traders, the traders who tend to lose money, that's probably worth noting and being on the other side more likely. So those two, bullish. Seasonality, the month of December, historically a positive month for NZD-JPY. Trend, nice uptrend. GDP growth and interest rates favor New Zealand, while inflation and unemployment favor Japan. Net, we get a +5. This gives us a buy bias based on fundamentals and sentiment analysis. Now we go over to the chart and we say, okay, technicals also look bullish for NZD-JPY. I would love to see this thing break through the highs and close above on this hourly chart. If we can close above and then get some sort of retest, NZD-JPY looks like a buy for me. Does that make sense? Does that's how I place every one of my trades. What you guys just saw is I use the edge finder for fundamental and sentiment analysis, and then I do the technical charting to actually look for entries and exits. Does that make sense in the chat? Let me know if that makes sense. The edge finder is not free, but we do have a free trial available. In fact, if you guys don't mind on the producer side, dropping a link for people to get access to the edge finder for free. We do have a free trial available. The product itself is not free. We have a team of people who have built that product. It's something that we do sell. If that's something you're interested in, there's a link in the description, but you can also try it using the free trial link that we just dropped. Forex Pivot said, no, I bought it and I have no doubt it will pay for itself and more, in my opinion. Thank you, Forex Pivots, for the feedback. We have a lot of people who really love the tool. It's not a magical tool. It's not going to make you rich. I don't want you to ever think that something that we talk about or offer is a easy solution to making a lot of money. Is it a super convenient and helpful tool to filter for better trade ideas? I would say yes, right? Because the idea is it allows me to take into account very quickly all these different factors, get a bias, and then add that bias to my technical charting and say, okay, I want to be bullish for more than just the charting reasons, but also the fundamental and what smart money traders are doing, etc. And then looking for pullbacks. Look at that strong rally here. Is the S&P 500 seeing some push here? Trying. S&P 500 looking good. Dollar coming down. Oh, dollar's rallying. Wait a second. Okay, so this is a little interesting. The S&P 500 is driving up, but so is the dollar. One of them's got a crack. We'll see which one it is. What about gold? What's gold doing? Gold pulling back off that 1800 mark. Currently underneath 1800. It's at 1796. We'll see if we can break through the highs as we talked about earlier in the stream. Very, very weird. Yes, it is, Rafal. How much does it cost? It has a discount code going on right now in the description. I can't remember exactly what the price comes out to, but you can check it in the description. And like I said, if you want to try it before you buy it, click this link that's in the chat. It'll take you to a free trial form. You just fill that out and somebody from our team will reach out to you. So yeah. So there you go. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys taking some time with me on this wonderful Friday. If you did enjoy the stream, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. We've got more content coming for you, and we will see you back next time. See you guys later.
Thanks again for watching today's show. Our goal at A1 Trading is to continue to share free value to our audience through daily videos and articles, keeping you up to date with the latest market coverage. If you enjoy our content, make sure to subscribe for more. And remember to check the description below if you're looking for a new broker or looking for a trading community to join. From all of us at A1 Trading, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.